Good morning, Philippines. Hello, world. Ayaw ko yata. Yan. Good morning, Philippines. Hello, world. Time check, 6:30. Araw ng Martes, May 7. May 7, 2024. Araw ng Martes. Time check, 7:30 ulit. 6:30. Medyo maaga tayo ngayon kasi alam mo na. Wala lang. Alam mo na. Hatid ko kasi yung misis ko sa school. No, 6:30 umalis siya. 6 dapat nandun na. So, nagising ako ng mga bandang 4, then tuloy gayak. Ayoko nung may balik-balik pa kasi. So, after gumayak, diretso na rin ako pumasok. Pagkat ko sa kanya, diretso na ako dito sa City Hall. So, yun. Good morning guys again. So, like what I have told you yesterday, ang aming activities ngayon is we will try to figure out why some of in digitalization efforts now. We will try to figure out what are the reasons why some of our configurations onto the system were rollbacked or became parang bumalik sa previous state niya. For example, yung kasi nung bandang April, nililinis ko na yung database ng mga employees, yung mga previous accounts ng mga OJTs namin dito, dini-activate ko na. But yesterday, upon checking, nag-active pa ulit sila. So, bakit ka ako naging active pa sila? Deactivated na sila noon April pa. So, we have various theories, no? And i-figure out natin kung paano yun. Kasi, sabi ni Nick, meron kasing nangyari kahapon na before, last week, yung ginawa nila. Tawag dito. Yung naging problem kasi before, ang nai-register sa business permit is yung address ng tao. Pero dapat address ng business. So, na-resolve na yun. No? Pero, bumalik na naman ngayong araw na to. So, those are some of the reasons kung bakit i-figure out namin yan. Mali yung ganun Dapat tuloy-tuloy lang Dapat walang ganung senaryo nangyayari. And also, kakaroon kami ng assessment sa HRIS and timeline of implementation. Kung alam mo na, implementation ng mga modules, ano bang dapat namin gawin. Kasi ngayon, nung nag-usap kami ni Kuya Jerome, ang analyst, nagtatanong-tanong ako sa kanya regarding dun sa HR module. May kinaklarify ako. And meron ding mga modules doon na hindi niya nasasagot kasi kulang daw yung information ibinigay sa kanya ng HR department. Malalaman natin kung ano yung mga concerns na yan. I also invited the accounting office, the mayor's office, especially the HR office, para doon. And also, I think yun ang mga activities namin. And just to share with you the result of my laboratory kahapon. May mataas na cholesterol, mataas na SGPT, mataas na ganito, ganyan. Lack of fruits. Lack of, vitamin C. Sa liver ko rin. Kidney, uminom naman ako ng tubig. Okay naman ihi ko. Wala naman problema. Sugar ko okay naman. chinek ko siya. So, another day, another topic. Ang gusto ko sanang i-share sa inyo ngayon, ano ba ang mga mobile applications ng isang millennial government employee? No? Hindi ko naman sinasabing dapat. No? But essential, especially if you're working in the government. No? We do have similar apps, but we also have different apps that we use depending on our activities, depending on our priorities, and depending on our lifestyle. So ako, when it comes to communication, I have several applications that I use. No? Kauna-unahan dyan, Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Second one is Viber. No? And meron pa rin naman akong Telegram. But speaking of, working in the government, yun, Messenger, Facebook Messenger, and Viber. Yung kasing Facebook Messenger, ginagamit ko to communicate directly to my staff and to other government employees din. No? Bihira yung Viber, especially yung mga boss kasi. Kung ano gamitin, yun din naman. No? But when it comes to digitalization, with my field of specialization and how I communicate with the team, no? We use Viber, commonly Viber. So araw-araw yun Viber, araw-araw Viber, araw-araw din naman Messenger. But ngayon kasi mas madalas ko pang gamitin yung yung Viber kaysa sa Messenger. Kapag ka lang yun, as sa pagpa-part-time ko, ginagamit ko is tawag dito, Facebook Messenger, may mga GC kami doon. So that's one of the communication tools that I use, no? And also sa entertainment, mas madalas kong gamitin okay. Entertainment is YouTube. Iba tawag YouTube. Ako YouTube, and then TikTok. Yun, entertainment. Bihira kasi ako mag-Facebook, as in Facebook. Kung may makita lang ako sa LinkedIn na meron naman silang Facebook page, sinishare ko. But anyway, when I say entertainment, yun, dalawa lang naman, YouTube tsaka TikTok. Wala nang iba. And also professional account or platform, I don't usually use Facebook for my, kasi sabi nga naman Facebook is for social, lang siya social platform siya, way of communication with friends, relatives, yun. So I'm not that sociable. Nakakatamad din pag-socialize sa Facebook. Pero sometimes, siguro, pagka-check ko yung time use sa Facebook, pang-4, pang-5 yata siya. Ang number 1 ko is LinkedIn. No? So career and professional growth development, I use LinkedIn. Bakit LinkedIn? Mas may, sa part ko, mas may sense ang LinkedIn kaysa sa Facebook. Sa Facebook kasi ang makikita doon, puro accomplishments. Kapag meron din naman accomplishments sa Facebook, sa LinkedIn, but hindi yung accomplishment na nakita ko sa Facebook hindi align sa mga type ko, sa field ko, no? So magpo-post sila doon ng achievements sa kanilang mga buhay. Okay naman yun. Sabihin niyo insecure na naman ako. Hindi, okay yun. Ang sinishare kasi doon, aside from that, yung sad life, mga sad stories, ganun. Yung bang parang kawawang-kawawa ka, paawa effect. Full of emotions. Yung Facebook, full of emotions. Eh, hindi kasi ako ganun. I'm not emotionally... Hindi ako attracted sa mga ganung bagay. I'm more focused on self-improvement, professional development, career growth. Introvert kasi ako. INTJ, introverted, intuitive, thinking, and judging. So, more on ganito ako kaysa dito, emotions. More on critical thinking, yun. Involvement of mind, ganyan. So, yeah. Sa LinkedIn kasi, also connections, networks. Mas nakakabuild ako ng network dun sa LinkedIn kasi dun nga is puro professionals yung makita mo. And, napapractice mo rin yung mo, how you network, you deliver your words across this platform of professionals. And also, sa LinkedIn kasi, mas nakaka-pro tignan, unlike sa Facebook na more on entertainment ang Facebook. So, just to share, siguro, kung i-check natin later on, i-check ko mamaya, yung time used ko sa Facebook and time used ko sa LinkedIn is mas malaki, mas mahaba yung sa LinkedIn ko. And aside from that, sa lifestyle naman, sa digital, sa payments and ano bang button? Sa pera, the way I handle money, how I save money, how I spend money, how I track my expenses is meron akong GCash for payment purposes. Doon ako nagbabayad ng electric bills, water, at all utility bills, internet, tubig, kuryente. Doon ako nagbabayad sa GCash. And also, aside from that, payment sa GCash, I also have the Land Bank and BDO where I receive my compensations sa LGU, sa Holy Cross, and sa Wesleyan. No? Doon ko natatanggap yung income, salary ko. And then, meron din akong, usually sa GCash kasi, meron siyang 4 na digital bank sa CIMB, UNO, UB, BPI. You know? Dati, ginagamit ko si CIMB. Pero kasi pag nandun siya sa CIMB na natitemp akong gastusin ipambayad sa GCash sa bills. So meron akong newly installed application na GoTime Bank, no. Ginagawa ko, hindi ko siya gagastusin. Tuon talaga, never. So pagka pumasok yung sweldo ko ng Wesleyan, Holy Cross and LGU, tapyas ka agad savings, lipat ko na doon agad sa GoTime Bank. Yun. Meron dumating na taga-mayor's office si Ate Neng. So anyway, doon sa GoTime Bank, pagka-install ko kasi, meron siyang 6% interest rate. Before, I don't know, bumaba na ata 4.5%. Wala nang problema doon. Tsaka hindi ko naman tinitignan yung interest rate. Basta ang though sa mga talagang malalim mag-ipon, yung mga percentage tinitignan nila. But for me, the way I see GoTime Bank is talagang savings. I don't see it as a passive income. Ginagawa ko, pag sumeldo, tapyas, lipat doon. I have there 3 accounts for my wife, for me, and for my son. No? I-divide ko yun. Doon lang yun, hindi ko gagalawin. Ngayon, when it comes to emergency purchases, for example, parang wala na naman. Wala naman akong emergency purchase. Ngayon, so may savings ako. May payment ako sa mga bills. And yung matitira, yung sa cash, usually pang grocery, pang pambili ng meat and grocery. Yun, pang market expenses. So, kung tumatanggap lang sana yung mga palengke dito sa amin ng GCash. Sa GCash na rin ako magbabayad para hindi na ako nagwi-withdraw. Kaya nangyari kasi, kapag napupunta ako ng Wesleyan, napupunta ako sa Santa Rosa, dumadaan ako ng Walter para hindi na ako nagwi-withdraw ng pera. So, payment na lang ng card. Alam mo na, sumasabi na din naman tayo sa trend na cashless payment. Cashless payment. Kasi di mo nga alam, tama din naman yung sa sa health, and sa DOH, na sa pera. Kasi kung saan tao pumupunta yan, so may mga viruses yan, health issues yan dyan sa pera. No? Kaya yun, via card na lang ako nagbabayad and via GCash. Tsaka convenient siya. Hindi mo na kailangan pumunta dun sa NECO, hindi mo na kailangan pumunta dun sa Water District, hindi mo na kailangan pumunta kung saan. Doon ka na lang magbayad. At doon sa bahay ka lang, ngayon, meron ako nakita before, nagpunta kami ng SM. Meron pa silang application kung saan, online grocery. I-check ko ngayon, parang for pick up na lang. Hindi na lakad-lakad. Alam mo yun, as introvert kasi, mas feel ko yung nasa bahay lang ako. Dota lang, ganun. Walang ibang gagawin kundi mag-Dota. Maglinis, maglaba. Wow, laba. So, yun. So, those are my apps. Facebook, Viber, GoTime Bank, GCash, LinkedIn, Instagram. Bihira ako mag-Instagram eh. Wala yun, I don't recommend that. Instagram, Google. Usually Google for for browsing. Kung kailangan ko mag-browse ng idea, kung kailangan ko mag-browse ng kung ano-ano, doon ako sa Google Chrome. Entertainment ko is YouTube and TikTok. And ano ba yung mga applications ko? Google Maps. Mas optimize kasi si Google Maps kaysa sa Waze and sa other navigation maps. So, I use Google Maps for that navigation. Okay. So, for me, personally, sa project management, I use Trello for my team. Pero ngayon kasi bihira na naming magamit eh. But, pag-entry namin, pagpasok ng buwan, ng taon, we started using Trello para sa scheduling of deployment, scheduling of project proposals. Yun, no. And I usually use Google Gmail ngayon, talaga naman Gmail. Mas okay nga sana yun pagka nagpapasign ka na lang via Google na lang, via email na lang, then mag-digital signature ka na lang. Anyway, darating naman tayo dyan. So, those are my apps. Aba. Do I read sa cellphone? No, hindi naman nagbabasa. Pero may books ako na binabasa. Health apps, yung built-in na health ni iPhone. Yeah. So, those are the commonly used apps those are my commonly used apps as I work here in the government. Again, for entertainment, TikTok and YouTube. For communication, Messenger and Viber. For professional development, career growth, and self-improvement, I have LinkedIn, lifestyle, and savings, or any monetary involved, any money savings app. I have GoTime, expense ko ay GCash. So, yun. The rest, browser ko is Google. And I do not recommend other browsers. No. Sa mga IT pips, yung talagang critical sa mga ganyan, they use Brave as well. Yeah, Brave browser sa mga Web3 apps. I don't know. Kanya-kanya naman din tayo ng isip and diskarte, gusto. Okay, so yeah, I think that's all for today. No? It's 20 minutes naman na din siya. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for support. Though wala pa naman din akong enough viewers. I just continuously, continuously upload videos. Again, I have plans. No? Bigla na lang mag-boom yan. Di pa pa. So, wala pa naman 7. So, paano ba? Meron kasi ako nabasa sa TikTok nga, napanood, about incentivizing corruption or corrupt officials in the government. So, when we say incentivize the corrupt so that they will not corrupt, no? I don't think there are no, or there is no, or are no incentives na kailangan mong ibigay sa kanila para hindi na sila mangurap. There's no such thing as that. But the root cause of corruption is their power. If they have the authority to sign, they have the authority to manipulate the outcome, they have the authority to compel anybody, no, to do such act, they will do it for the love of money, I think, for their lifestyle, I think, para sa magaang buhay, for their future, for their future, I think, para hindi na sila ganun mahirapan. Kasi after their, for example, 3 terms sila, for 9 years na may gawin silang kalokohan, survive na sila for the next 30 years, 40 years, I think. That's the reason why they do it. So, incentivizing the corrupt to avoid, to not perform, not to do the act of corruption, there's no such thing. Unless they have this dignity, principle of just doing their job, just doing their mandate, because that's the reason why people voted for them, di ba? For him, for her. Yun lang naman yun eh. Again, nakalimutan ko kasi pangalan niya sa Facebook, sa TikTok eh. Do we have this kind of incentive to incentivize these corrupt corrupt officials not to corrupt? So in my case, sabi ko, sa pananaw ko, there is no thing that you can incentivize them to stop the act of corruption. Why? Again, it is for their personal interest after their power. Kasi after naman yan, tignan mo, ano pang gagawin nila? Wala na. Diba? So, gagawin nila, based sa aking pananaw, they will do the act of corruption para meron silang pang business, basta para sa kanila, para relax silang mabuhay for the next 10 years, for the next 20 years, for them and for their family. Yun. But the root cause there is power and authority. Again, if they have the authority and the power to compel somebody, to instruct someone to do these things, yun na yun. Doon na papasok yan. Doon kasi nag-start yun eh, the loss of power. Especially if they know how to do it and how they manipulate, they knew And then they know how to manipulate everybody. They how to manipulate people. They how to communicate with people. They know how to, manipulate is the term. Kasi manipulate is medyo bad. They know how to manipulate people. Doon nag-start yun. So, I don't know kung if I can tag her. Babae sa mga ganun. I will view it again. Then, gawa ko ng LinkedIn post. So yeah, I think that's all for today. Thank you for watching. I'm Oscar. This is Millennial Memo. Personal stories of millennial government employee living here in the province of Nueva Ecija. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support. See you again tomorrow.